Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Okay, today we're going to read a book. It's called The Lion and the Little Red Bird. Okay, and the author of the book is Eliza Clevin. Okay, do we know what an author does?
No.
You don't know what an author does? What do you think an author
Writes
does?
the world.
Writes the words of the book, right? Okay, and what does an illustrator do?
It writes the pictures.
Right, it draws the pictures in the book. Okay, and we have two characters in the book. Okay, can you tell me what these two characters are? Do you know what that is?
A little red bird.
Right, and
A lion.
a lion. Wow.
With a green tail.
It looks, yeah, that's right, it is green. Okay, what I first want you to do is fill out a KWL chart, and you're going to write what you know about the book and what you want to know about the book so far.
What's a KWL chart?
It's a chart where we're going to write down what we already know about the book and what we want to know about the book. Okay, so I'm going to give that to you now, and you can fill that out. Okay, and then just let me know when you're finished. Maybe on what we know that there is a lion in the book, right? And what else do we know about the book? What other characters in the book?
The bird.
So we know that there's a little red bird in the book. And we also know the title of the book, right? The Lion and the Little Red Bird. And we also know that the author is Eliza Clevin. So we can write that down. And what else do we know about the lion?
Do I really have to do that?
Yes, we do. And what else do we know about the lion? What does the lion have? What does it have?
A tail.
And what color is the tail?
Green.
Green. Wow. So we'll write all those things. And what do we want to know about the book? That's what we write in the next column. What do you think we want to know about the book?
I want to know about the bird and the lion.
We want to know about them, right? And what happens with them? Okay, so we can write that down for what we want to know about the book.
So
Okay. Yes, so we're going to read it right now. Okay, so let's start. The Lion and the Little Red Bird. One afternoon, a little red bird saw a lion with a bushy green tail, as green as the forest. The bird had never seen anything so unusual and so pretty. Just looking at it made her happy. So we see the lion, and we see the green tail, and we see the little
red bird.
Wow. And such beautiful pictures and colors, right? Lion, lion, she said, why is your tail so green? The lion didn't understand the bird's language. He thought she was simply chirping. He smiled at her. So what happened on this part of the story? What happened on this part of the story? The bird wanted to know why the lion?
What?
Why the lion what? Why the tail was?
What?
What's the color of the tail?
Green.
So the bird wanted to know, right? And what did the lion say? What did the lion say to the bird?
Smile.
Smiled, right, at the bird? Okay, let's keep reading. So the lion smiled and wandered down to a field of orange flowers. The bird watched him roll and sniff and chase butterflies. So what's the lion doing in this picture?
Chasing butterflies.
Right. And what was the bird doing?
Watching.
Right. Then slowly walk west with the setting sun and disappear into a cave. The bird waited on a tree nearby. She wanted to see the lion's green tail again, but the lion did not come out of the cave. So the bird made herself a soft nest and slept through the warm, starry night. So the bird was doing what right now?
Was it a grown-up bird?
I'm not sure. But can you tell what the bird was doing? What was the bird doing? He was waiting for the lion, right? In the morning, being patient, waiting for the lion. In the morning, the lion came out, swishing his tail, which was no longer green, but orange as a flower. orange as a butterfly, orange as the setting sun. Lion, lion, the bird chirped, astonished. Why is your tail so orange? Again, the lion did not understand the bird, and he smiled at her. So what color now is the lion's tail?
Orange.
Orange. And what did the bird ask the lion?
Why is your tail so orange?
And what did the lion say to the bird?
What?
He smiled, right? Because he didn't understand her. And climbed over the hill and up the mountain to a deep blue lake beneath a bright blue sky where he soaked his tired paws while the bird splashed nearby. So right now the bird's waiting for the
lion.
Right. At the end of the day, the lion climbed back down the mountain over the hill and home to his cave. The bird settled down in a tree, wondering as the sky darkened about the lion and his orange tail. So again, the bird's waiting for the
lion. And then it's going to be a different color.
But in the morning, the lion's tail was no longer orange. It was blue as the brightest blue sky, blue as the deep mountain lake where he soaked his paws. Lion, lion, the bird chirped, enchanted. How did your tail change from orange to blue? Are you a magician? The lion just smiled. So now what color is the lion's tail?
Blue.
And what does the bird want to know?
Blue is one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, I like blue too. But what does the bird want to know from the lion?
That how it keeps changing.
Right. And what does the lion do?
Smiling.
And ambled over to a bush full of shiny red berries. They were beautiful berries, but very sour. Lion, the bird chirped, making a face. These berries are still too sour to eat. Why don't you pick them when they are ripe? The lion just smiled, thinking how much he liked the bird's chirping company. So what's the bird telling him? To leave the berries until they're ripe?
Mm-hmm.
And what does the lion do to the bird?
What?
What did he do? He smiled.
Smile.
All afternoon, the lion picked berries while the bird nipped sunflower seeds nearby. Once, when the lion stepped on a thorn, the bird pulled it out for him. So they're actually becoming friends, it sounds like, right?
Yeah, then in the story, the lion.
Well, let's see. Let's read it. Hold on.
And then
At
the
sundown.
lion's gonna help the bird by putting her under a tree when it's raining.
Really? Well, let's read. Let's see what happens. At sundown, the lion swished his tail goodbye and returned to his cave. The bird settled down in her nest. She wondered what color the lion's tail would be in the morning. She wished he would have answered her questions. During the night, a storm came. Thunder crashed and lightning flashed. Rain swept away the bird's nest. Hearing the noise, the lion rushed out and reached up into the tree, where the bird crouched, shivering and scared. He lifted her down.
That's what I said.
So the lion's helping the bird, if that's what's happening, and carried her into his cave. The cave was warm and colorful. The walls were filled with pictures of green forest, orange flowers.
I know how his tail keeps changing.
Well, let's see.
Because it keeps painting.
Really, let's see. Butterflies, sunsets, a bright blue sky, and a deep blue lake. Lion, lion, the bird chirped, delighted. How did these pictures get here? The lion smiled, dipped his tail into a bowl of shiny red berry juice, and painted a picture of the bird, chirping on the berry bush. The bird sang while the lion painted. She sang a song without any questions, full of color and joy. The lion had never heard anything so unusual and so pretty. Just listening made him happy. Wow. So the lion's painting, right? The walls of the cave. In the morning, the storm was past. The world shone fresh and bright. The lion's tail was berry red, and the little bird knew why. She sang her happiest song and wondered what the lion would paint that night. So you're right. The lion was painting with his tail every day, right? He was painting what? What was he painting? His cave, right? And then he decided, and he paints beautiful pictures in the cave, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill out our KWL chart of what I've learned. Of what we have learned, okay? And what would we say we learned about the book?
About the characters.
The characters, and that they became friends.
Yeah.
Right? And that the lion was using his tail to paint the cave. Right? And the bird was happy, right? To finally find out why the lion's tail kept changing, right? So that's what we should put on what we have learned. And then I want you to draw a picture, okay, of your favorite part of the story. And I want you to label what you've drawn. Okay? Can we do that?
No.
Okay. Thank you.